Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5, and we're here with the newly added Nissan GTR Nismo R35. And what I want to do is build it up and take it drifting. But honestly, I'm not expecting a whole bunch of points out of this, just because it's really big and in the end, it's super heavy. So let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build, this car does not have any engine swaps, and honestly that's alright. However, I am going to convert it from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive. It drops a bunch of weight and it makes it a lot easier to slide. As for this, the body kit, yeah, I'm going to go for that. I actually really like that. I like that a lot. As you can tell, I've already gone through and had a bit of a play around with this, but that's alright. As for the wing, I actually like that a lot. The vortex spoilers, I'm pretty sure they're called. And I really like the duck bill, so I'm going to go with that. As for the hood, yes, definitely. Sold. Alright, jumping into here for the tyre compound, I'm going to leave that stock. For the tyre widths, I'm going to leave them stock as well, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it on the stock 20s. Yep, there's really no need to go bigger. As for the rims, I want to go with a set of Titan 7s. They look really good on this. So where are they? Right here. Yeah. Magic. Sold. Alright, now we can jump into the drivetrain. It's already got an upgraded clutch and a pretty much fully upgraded transmission, so I'm not going to change that at all. Just to bring the weight down a bit, I'm going to put in the race drive shaft. And I'm also going to chuck in a drift diff. Now jumping into here, there's no brake options, but I will be chucking it on drift suspension. Wow. I love this. I love the color as well. Alright, I'm going to go through. I'll max out the sway bars in the front and the rear. Definitely no cage, and I'll chuck the weight reduction on now. So 3120. That's pretty heavy. Alright, now as for the engine, I'm just going to go through and completely max it out. As this car, as you can see, is heavy, it's going to need the power and torque to be able to push it. So we'll just keep going through. We'll just add everything onto it. Yep. So in the end, we're going to be running 1,047 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds, and a overall weight of 3151. That's, yeah, I can make that work. May have to put the gearing towards acceleration, but yeah. Awesome, so there is the build done. The paint is also done. Yep, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It is much appreciated. Cheers. Now, let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for the tune, to help this thing slide a little bit better, I'm going to leave the front tire pressure where it is, but I'm going to bring the rear up to 34 psi. For the gearing, I'm going to bring the final drive back down to a 285, right there. And I'm going to play around with third, so I'm going to bring that up to a 175. And fourth, I'm going to bring up to a 130. That should put us a little bit on limiter, but because it's got 1,000 horsepower, it should have a little bit of run out. As for the camber in the front, I'm going 3.5 negative, in the rear 2.5 negative, and 0.2 toe out in the rear. All the rest of the suspension should be pretty good where it is. If you want to download this tune, the share code is at the bottom of the screen. As for the aero, for the front, I'm going to bring this up to roughly the same as it is in the rear, and hopefully that should make the front end feel really light. As for the braking, I'm going to go with my usual 30-140. Yep, right there. And as for the diff, it's already locked. I'm just going to take the 10% deceleration out. Alright, so there is the tune done. Now let's give this thing a rip. Alright, so there we go. Just as expected, it put up some pretty average points, but overall it's still super heavy. The front end feels rather light, but still pretty good to slide around in and just to drive around. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.